Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's KL with Weeby Weave, and this is going to be a short tutorial on how to end your last thread and add a new thread without a knot. And I'm going to show you the way that I was taught by this wonderful woman in Florida who learned the traditional way. She'd been doing it her whole life, and her class was extremely expensive and it took a long time. And I was already coiling, but I didn't know what I was doing, really. I mean, I was coiling, I had the concept of coiling, but I wanted to learn some unique things. She taught us without a base. We just used a ring and did a double button stitch. And then we stitched around that and we learned tenerife, which was awesome. We learned how to make a spider and all kinds of things. And she was apparently taught by the Seminole tribe, who still do this today. And they're mostly over there near the Tampa area. So they're like in Hillsborough County. It was a group over there, I think she learned from. But anyway, she was amazing. And it was like a no frills kind of way. Nothing really fancy, you know. Still, she taught, the shiny side out on your needle. And she told us to put our needles in one by one so that when you're getting, if you put a bulk of them in, you're going to have a lot of ends that are going to end up at the same time. So I generally do 3 stitches and then I add 3 needles. That's just me. But usually, I have this many on there. So, okay. So let's pretend that I'm at the end and I don't hardly have any sinew or thread on there. And this is just going to be the simple split stitch, which I love. It's a great stitch. I just love it. It's pretty. It's simple. Now, the way she taught us like 3 different ways. I'm going to show you the way that works for me and that I stuck with, and it hides my threads. So I just take my needle. I'm ending, I'm hiding and ending. So I'm pulling that through like so, okay? And then I can just cut this now. There's nothing I need to do with that. If you want to keep going with it and tuck it down somewhere else, you can, but you don't have to. Okay, so now we're going to add a new thread. So you're going to go to your previous coil row and go back into that same stitch and see right here where I ended it. I'm going to come up just a little bit right there. I'm going to pull my sinew through. And now, so this is what it looks like. Okay. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to pull it over like so. I'm going to pull it over. Okay. Now I'm going to go over. I know it looks hideous at the moment, but you're going to hide that. Now, you're just going to hide it. So you go to your next stitch, go right there, pull that through. And now, in order to hide where we are pulling that thread, I take some pliers and I just pull this tight up here. So, well, I didn't pull it tight enough, but I'll show you. Just pull it really tight and towards you. Now, it's gone. See, it's gone. But I'm going to still hide this thread in between my coil. So that thread will still be there. I'm going to my next row, right here. Bring my split stitch through and do it tight. Here we go. Next one. Now, the lady that taught me, I lived in Florida for 42 years and then returned to my home place here in Tennessee. And she did everything natural. She didn't believe in using green needles at all, unless they were from a hurricane or Something like that. She just didn't believe in pulling live things from something existing that was alive. Unless you were going to use the whole tree for something, she just didn't. The only time we benefited from that in Florida was after a hurricane. There were enough long leaves. I'm still using some needles that I had dyed, and I dried them in my garage on the floor, dark place, and just turned them and turned them and turned them. Took a couple weeks, and then those were great for dyeing. But I would never. I'm kind of a. I don't know. I believe in doing everything natural. But like I said, I had a great teacher. She taught us everything there was. Everything. But that's it. I hope that was easy enough for you. But you can't see any of the other threads from where I changed, and there's no knots. I hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything else you need. Okay, have a good one. Bye for now.